crop farm. It's cheap, really easy to build, and you're gonna get so much crops. Okay, here's everything that you're gonna be needing for this crop farm. You're gonna need 2 chests, 1 hopper, 1 minecart with hopper, 1 rail, 4 slabs of any kind, it doesn't really matter, 1 trapdoor, 2 water buckets to make an infinite water source, 1 hoe, it doesn't have to be netherite. Okay, please don't use netherite. 2 villagers, and it's pretty obvious, so 2 beds, 1 composter. Okay, it has to be a composter because we need a farmer, but the other working station has to be anything but a composter. It's kind of complicated, so just like anything. It's like fletching table, a smithing table. This is interesting. You're also going to be needing any light block, so we can either be like a jack-o'-lantern, or you can just use a block with torches, and it's much easier. And you're also going to need a stack of the crop that you want to farm, and of course, you're going to be needing any building block, and glass is optional as always. So let's stop talking and let's get to building. The first step, and probably the most important one, is to find a good location. We're going to be working with some villagers, so it's pretty obvious. You need to find a place at least 150 blocks away from any village, villager, working station, bed, villager breeder, villager trading hall, villager breeder. But yeah, once you found the spot, we can actually start. You're gonna go to the ground and dig 4 blocks just like this. Place 2 chests on the middle blocks, and on one of the sides, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna be placing 1 hopper going into it. You're gonna go to the hopper and going in that same direction. You're gonna count 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th block, you're gonna dig a hole and place 1 water bucket in it. And now facing at the water from the hopper, you're gonna start by going to the right side. You're gonna do the same thing. Count 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 5th one, you're gonna destroy it and place 1 water bucket inside. And do it on the other side as well. Okay, now we're gonna talk hose. You're gonna take your hoe and going from every single one of these blocks with water, you're gonna go 4 blocks away using a hoe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and do it for all the 4 directions. So this is what it should look like, and now it's pretty obvious. You're gonna be basically filling up all of these squares between these lines. Magnificent. Next, you're gonna take your solid blocks and go to the hopper, and we're gonna be putting 2 pillars of 2 blocks next to it, just like this. Now I'm gonna be using glass, but you can obviously use building blocks. You're gonna be placing blocks just like I'm doing here. Of course, on top of the chest, you're either gonna be placing like a slab, a stair, or don't place anything at all. It also works. And extend these blocks by 1 more block, just like I'm doing here. And now it's pretty simple. You're gonna be taking your solid blocks and surround the entire thing with the solid blocks. Now I want you to add 1 more layer. I'm going to be doing it with glass. You can obviously do it with building block, but it's better because you can actually see like the villager. You're going to start by going to the hopper and place 1 rail on top of it and 1 minecart with hopper on top of that rail. And on this side, you're going to be placing a slab. But on the opposite, when you're going to stand over here, place 1 trapdoor on top of the chest and open it. Open it. And to finish it off, place 1 block here. Okay, now we're going to go back to the farm, and on each one of these water holes, you're going to be placing 1 slab in them. For now, we're going to leave this one empty. We're going to go to these ones here on the edges. You're going to be placing 1 block on top and place 1 light block on top of it. Here I went for the jack-o'-lantern, but you can obviously just go for a building block and surround it with like torches just like this, but it looks kind of ugly. And so yeah, you're going to be doing the same thing on this side as well. And now for the middle one is a bit different. You're going to be placing 1 composter and then 1 light block on top. Now we're going to go outside again, and you need to place the 2 beds. It doesn't really matter how you place them. I'm going to place them like that. Yeah, but just make sure they're not in the farm. So we placed the bed, we got the working station. There is 1 thing left. It's, well, the villager. It can be any villager, it doesn't really matter, but make sure it's not a baby nor a nitwit. Yeah! He looks kind of happy, doesn't he? This is going to be the first villager, and the second one is going to be on top of this block right here. So you're going to take your fletching table, break this block right here, and replace it with a fletching table or any working station that you chose. And you're going to be placing your villager on this block right here. As you can see, he's a fletcher. And now we're going to be moving to the final step, which is planting and choosing the crop. I'm just going to ask the villager what he wants to.
My life, it's potato.
Okay, I guess we're going potatoes. So take the crop that he chose, and you're going to be start planting it. Just plant a couple potatoes, but make sure to not plant the entire thing. I just planted a couple blocks. What we're gonna do with the rest is give him all of the other potatoes. And if he did everything correctly, as you can see, he's gonna start getting to work immediately. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your farm is complete. This farmer is putting in some work. He's gonna be planting all of the crops. Once they grow, he's gonna pick them up and then plant them again. He's a boss. But he's also kind of an idiot. When he has enough crops, he's gonna want to give them to this other villager. To be honest, I don't know why. But when he drops the crops, we're gonna pick them up immediately with our collection system, and they're gonna eventually go to the chest. Look at him go. Look at him go. Okay, and as you can see, he's been farming for a while, and now he's got... Okay, you just saw it. He's gonna give all of his crops to this other villager. Why are you doing that? No, don't do it. As you can see, it's starting to fill up with the potatoes, and that's literally it. Bye-bye.